Hello, my Jason Alex now. It's a recap for episode 6 of Flip Flappers. The episode is Pure Play. And so this was not a lighthearted episode at all. This episode was very dramatic in very unexpected sort of ways, and it really just took a direction that I was not really expecting. The girls, Coconut, Paprika, enter this very shady looking portal that even Yayaka told them not to go through, and it really highlighted the senpai character even more. It just told a whole story from the beginning with the nail polish, how she didn't really want to put nail polish on herself, felt like she didn't really deserve it, and also telling that story at the end where she shows off the nail polish that she puts on herself, really just reflecting that maybe Coconut and Paprika time traveled and really just set a whole entire personal journey for the senpai character, who we now know is named Irodori Iroha, and basically Coconut and Paprika embody the two sides of Iro for the auntie character, and really just setting off a emotional journey to get the auntie character to sort of get back with her because a story of dementia and Alzheimer's disease as well, how the auntie character forgot about Iro and how heartbreaking that was, but still that Iro broke her promise with the auntie character, saying that, you know, if I ever forget you, just tell me your name and we'll be together again. And that's something I guess the senpai character regretted in her life, and I guess Coconut Paprika was able to erase those regrets within her life. And so very confusing to say the least, because it's just adds more depth to the pure illusion world, and whether there's other worlds we can go to for time travel purposes, whether this has to do with Coconut's nightmare that she had where she saw this very young looking girl, could that be her grandmother perhaps, and whether Coconut could go back in time to sort of help her grandmother out in her younger life perhaps, or just save her parents maybe. Very curious to see how much of this revelation, I would say, and how Coconut Paprika can basically time travel and change events in the present, whether that could possibly show something for the Coconut character and whether that can change her or not. But I loved how this episode told a story through the visuals. You know, you had the cooler colors, you know, the darker blues and blacks, and also with the brighter colors, basically an orange or red, yellowish sort of colors, really illustrating the fact, the warm feeling that Iro felt with her auntie, and also the dark, depressing feelings that she felt within her own house, and her parents who really neglected her, really just were fighting all the time, and the auntie character really provided a safe haven for Iro, and how the nail polish was basically a symbol of her growing up perhaps as well. So a lot of symbolism, a lot of great visuals as usual for Flip Flappers, and really just told a story within the visuals and animation. Really loved that there, just really showing, not telling, and really got the audience to really think a little bit, I would say. You know, obviously we're just spoon-fed information through exposition, but I really just told the audience to just watch the series, watch this episode throughout, and just really understand the story through the visuals. I really like that. It's the series that challenges you a little bit. You know, even though some things might not make sense, you know, it still really challenges you, really just asks you to deduce information, really just figuring out that the Iro character is the senpai character. They're both one and the same, and that she had maybe basically two different personalities maybe in her childhood. You know, there's just different two sides of her that Coconut Paprika embody perhaps, and so definitely a lot of questions, but also a lot of answers were told through the animation. I really love that they're really showing, not telling. And so I really enjoyed this episode with the animation, really just telling a story within itself, and really just challenged the audience to really deduce what was going on with Iro and Auntie and all the other characters here, what Coconut Paprika were representing, and what other the colors were representing within themselves. And so a really fantastic episode here as usual, Flip Flappers. And so for rating for this episode, giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely some of the things didn't really make too much sense. Not a lot of things were explained, and I don't need too much exposition or explained, but just a little bit here and there is nothing too hard to ask for. I don't think so. And so what do you guys think about this episode? Pretty nice, in the comment section down below. Also, to rate this video and subscribe to if you have not already. Thank you for the episode recap for episode 6 of Flip Flappers. The episode is Pure Play. Have a nice day. Bye bye.